Good morning, good afternoon, however this may be finding you. My name is Shay Jane from Waste It Limited. This is Mind in Your Business podcast. This week we have a special guest, Lee Jackson, good friend of mine. There we go.
What's happening, mate?
How are we doing? First podcast?
Yeah, first podcast ever. Something new. As I say, if we can clip out any controversial bits, that'd be great, mate.
Feeling a bit on edge.
yeah, it's weird because, you know, I'm a loudmouth by nature. But then when a camera's staring you in the face and you got a mic right in front of you, it just completely throws you off. It's a weird experience, but...
No need to stress, no need to worry.
No, I don't. Cool, calm, collected individual, mate. That's what it is.
No, I'm looking forward to this one because I feel like, again, for me as well, like, again, we've had our times going out and having some stories and all that, but I've still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
I'm sure. So I'm quite looking forward to this myself.
Yeah,
I know you have a good sort of history with how you've got to where you are today.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing sort of how you got to where you are and the plans you have going forward, because I know you've got some big things. I say that I know your early doors growing. So I'm looking forward to getting into that as well. So first of all, like, do you want to sort of start off a bit about yourself and how you got into business?
Yeah, so I'm 35, got 4 kids. I promised her I'd give her a shout out, so shout out Alice. Love my life. You're welcome, babe. So I left school. I was going to become an electrician, but hilariously working on building sites and stuff was great in the summertime. I was a bit more shredded than I am now. So walking around the scaffold with no shirt on and stuff.
Enjoying the sun, dodgy tan.
Yeah, and then can I swear?
Go for it.
Yeah, good, because it got to about October and I was like, fuck this. When it started pouring down with rain, it was freezing cold. Yeah, so I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And I said to my mum, like, no, I can't do this. And then I started just applying for jobs and stuff. And my mum said, like, what sort of jobs are you applying for? And I said to her, this, that, and the other. She was like, look, you're a smart kid. Do you know what I mean? You got head on your shoulders. Why don't you go for like an office, like, professional white collar job? So I was like, all right, whatever. And then agency called me up one day and said, do you fancy doing insurance? I was like, yeah, all right then, fair enough. And so that's how I got into insurance. And then as I say, went through several firms, stayed at firms quite long times. Like 7 years here, like 5 years there, whatever. Then I decided to move on, and I was gonna set up my own brokerage. And the plan is that I was gonna go and work at a different firm from where I was now, build a book of business, and then gradually move away. So I was introduced to Amit, big up Amit, and we sort of done a deal on that. Started putting it all together, and then it was go time, and then a week after go time, COVID come along.
Oh really? So that's when you started it as well?
Yeah, mate, the week before.
Oh mate.
So I think I actually kicked off the 9th of March 2020, and then obviously it all went to shit like the 18th or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in hindsight though, it was one of the best years of my life, mate.
Really?
Like business-wise, it was sick.
So did it sort of open the doors?
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
so really sort of...
Yeah, people had a lot of time and they were worried. And I don't want to sound like a vulture, but they were worried. They were looking at things. Am I properly covered here? Have I got this? Have I got that?
Time to sort of have that spare time to check over it.
And they had all the time in the world. So, yeah, to be honest, that was, in terms of growth, that was probably one of the best things that happened to me. Then, obviously after it was quite a short while, to be fair. I realised that I didn't want to do all the shit that Amit has to do as a director.
Got you. What kind of sort of stuff's that? Sort of keep
like
things
reports
in check?
and all the FCA stuff and
that's what the paperwork side of things.
Yeah. Okay. I like doing the job.
Right.
So
is that like the sales side of things?
Yeah. They'll be like broken basically.
Yeah, because we've obviously I don't know too much about how the insurance works.
Yeah.
But I know there's obviously the side. Do you know what I mean? I see the fun side of it.
Yeah.
Heard about that side of it. Is it as fun as they all sort of say?
No. No, it's well boring. It's really, really boring.
Really?
Yeah, and that's where it all come from. So me and Amit were speaking, and I was like, yeah, I'm on board. So, you know, I stayed with, because I was going to sort of, after a year, it was a 3-year plan. I was going to gradually move away from Anami.
Yeah.
And after about 2-3 months, I was like, mate, I'm here.
Yeah.
So started building my own book through Anami. Didn't have to worry about all the compliance side of it, you know, that just didn't interest me. And Army takes care of all that for me, and I'm free to go out and do the job, you know.
Wicked. So you found sort of like, you know what I mean, learnt your sort of trade, and then found the sort of fun side of it that suits yourself. In a sense of
mate.
like,
Like,
and what you're good at. To be honest with you.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
And then well, yeah, I definitely can vouch. You've had some testimonies from
yeah.
myself, because
But no, it was in like the base layer of insurance is so boring. Like, it is, like, it's professional gambling effectively.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I'm betting you. Say your premium's £1,000.
Yeah,
it's not. It's more than that. I'll make sure of it. But if your premiums are, the way I look at it, if your premium's £1,000, I'm betting you £1,000 that you're going to have a claim this year.
Right. Okay.
So if you have a claim,
yeah,
I've won the bet, because I've got. Well, I haven't. I've lost the bet, or I've won the bet, because I've taken your premium as your chip.
Yeah.
You've now had a claim, so now I've got to pay that. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
You've won because you've paid £1,000 and I've paid out a £30,000 claim.
So it will cost you $30,000.
Not me, the insurance company. I'm just sort of surmising.
But say,
no, ain't never going to be me.
Sure, you want to insure me?
No. It's the beauty of being a broker. But yeah, so that's the insurance background. Then I went into a bit of property management as well.
How are you finding that?
It's all right. It's all right.
Definitely the things that are coming out at the minute with the changes. I think it's May, weren't it? Has that affected your side of things?
Yeah, mate. It's just that the whole thing is a minefield. You know.
You're doing it on scale as well.
Yeah. But you know, everything you do, you're on the back foot. You're always the villain. You're always in the wrong until you can prove otherwise. So with that's such a compliant, like, you just got to make sure you're so compliant. And even then it might come back to bite you in the arse. Do you know what I mean?
I know, even with the waste game, innit?
Yeah.
It's like, it's a hard one.
Especially with obviously all the changes and that, you know, the landlord is always the villain until proven otherwise.
100%.
So yeah, I got into that. And then January as well, I launched the networking. Grafters.
What networking is that, Lee?
Oh, funny you should ask that. Yeah, so it's Grafters. So it's construction and property only networking. Now I get away with it. I can't put a shelf up, but I get away with it because my specialism in insurance nowadays is construction and property.
But you had that bit of work experience in the summer doing a bit of construction, didn't
you?
Yeah.
How
you got through the door?
I was sweeping up a lot of the time and making tea. But
CSCS card.
I still got it at home somewhere. You wouldn't recognise it was me though, because I'm about 5 stone lighter. But yeah, so I launched the networking. Great concept. I'm going to ensure that it's a success.
I've got to say, because obviously I am a proud member of the Grafters group, thanks to Lee.
Yeah, big up.
But I think, like, again, with the meeting we had coming up to like 2 weeks ago, basically.
Yeah.
Really, because it's fortnightly, not obviously weekly. What's nice as well, it gives you that sort of thing. But the group that we've got going together over in Chelmsford, I think it's starting to all sort of work together and becoming quite a strong group.
Yeah, I mean, was it the 30th of January, I think we launched?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah, so I, up until not last meeting, the meeting before, I was getting really itchy, because I'm quite impatient as a human being, as you may have realised. And I thought, this ain't clicking. There's no buzz, there's no activity going on. Do you know what I mean? I want to see people start building relationships and stuff like that. And then I had the meeting before last, and I was like, yeah, no, we're getting there.
I think that's what all it comes to. I think it's the time spent with other people. So I think, like, even the social side of it, do you know what I mean? I think would be a nice little play to it. Because again, Grafters itself is a very, very new thing. I don't know if you know the exact sort of year it was created.
2018, 2019, I think. About that, but it started Paul Kilroy, the owner of Grafters. Big up Paul. He started the groups in Manchester.
Yeah, and it sort of spread from there. And I don't know, was it on now? I know last time I was 33, but I know it's gone up since then.
50 something.
Oh, so it's going quick.
Yeah.
That's what it takes. It just gets them few ones through the doors for the examples on that. And they're big groups up there as well.
Yeah, there's one with like 70, 80 members, mate. Yeah.
Mate, definitely with it, because it's a massive power team.
Yeah, yeah.
I've literally just like, so just before we started, if we were talking about that, and you've got the word for it.
The consortium.
Perfect. I'm not going to attempt to say that.
Consortium of individuals.
Yeah. And I think that's the sort of thing that can form in these sort of circles.
Yeah, mate.
Would you agree? And I think, like you say, you've got a few things sort of stemming from it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the concept, like the thing is, I've always loved like what I get a buzz out of in business in general, is putting people together. And I don't know the deep psychological reasoning behind it, but I just get a kick out of it.
Bit of like a love maker sort of thing, like.
I don't know about that. I've got 4 kids, but that's for another podcast anyway. That's for a different show with a different title. But no, like I just enjoy putting people together that are going to work together. Like, you know, I never take drinks or anything like that. You know, when I'm introducing just 2 people that are in business, I get my kick out of actually making an intro. And when I find that people have done business, I'm like, oh,
perfect.
Yeah, that really, it makes me happy. Do you know what I mean?
I'll say we won't talk about it because of them, but I know there's something that's formed in the group that ended up being really well for one, because obviously it's their thing to talk about. But but even that alone, do you know what I mean? Someone that was new to business, someone that had been going for a while, just started on their own, and done that, and what they got out of it was like incredible, really.
Yeah. As I say,
big win.
Yeah, we've been down there today. We're waiting on some quotes back, but there'll be a couple of nice bits of work off the back of one of my clients.
Do you know what I mean? It's good. It's nice to sort of have them people as well you build trust with.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing about it, because again, it's definitely in the construction industry. You've got the cowboy builders running around, so it's nice to have a group of people that you can actually learn, see the work, and sort of expand it off. So now, on that, I know you're doing things, but you've done networking for quite some time.
Yeah, mate.
How long have you done networking for?
From day one. So 6, 7 years. Like day one of the Anami stuff.
Oh, okay, got you.
I always wanted to network beforehand at my old firms, but they just weren't interested.
Really?
Like,
so you always sort of have the insight for it.
Yeah. I went to a networking. I went to visit a networking meeting. A leaflet come through the door, and my director put it on the table. This was years ago. I was only sort of like 21, 22. And I had to get my dad to drop me to Chadwell Heath Station at like 4:30 in the morning. Or 5 o'clock, wherever it was, to get to Stratford for silly o'clock, whatever.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And I went back and I said to my director, you know, like, I really want to do this because this is mega. And he was like, you're 21. You haven't got a network to... Obviously, it's all referral based, right?
Yeah.
He was like, you ain't got a network to bat about. He was like, and I'm not spending all day looking for... connections for you.
I think it's one of them though. Like, again, I went into it with quite a small network, if I'll be honest, in that aspect.
Yeah.
I think you do end up, once you start learning people, and even like, you know what I mean, with the client base that you work with, like the amount of things you can day to day have a conversation with someone and refer someone. Like today, funny enough, gone to a job from someone from a networking group, and they've had asbestos on site. Now, obviously, that's the worst thing I want to turn up to a site with. But literally, because I was this morning at a meeting, there's an asbestos like person I'm talking to. He's looked at it.
Yeah.
And he's given me work. I'll give it, and it's perfect.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
So then it's worked quite well. But yeah, the last thing I want to see is like I say, asbestos on site.
Yeah, mate. You can't be getting involved with that stuff.
Mate, terrible.
Yeah, I mean, but with as I say, with the networking stuff, and the other benefit, I'm social, mate. Like, I'm a social individual, right? And I've met like some of my closest mates. Like, me and you have got really close. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of my closest mates have come out like the networking scene. You know what I mean?
100%.
You come for the business, and then you connect with people.
It's familiar as well, isn't it? You've both got an interest in something, and you both work towards the same thing. So, like, one thing I noticed when I first started, like, business can become lonely because when you're in, like, I don't know, like, if it's with yourself, but I had a group of mates, do you know what I mean, as to do, and then you all go in different directions. Some people are still going out doing the same thing that you was doing a few years back, and sometimes you just want to get away from that a bit to focus, and then it gets to a point where they sort of, it's not like, do you know what I mean, but not despite us, but they want to do their thing. You do that, and the invites start slowing down anyway. So it's sort of, it's one of them, you just then stay in your lane. But then again, like, say me and you go out, and we can enjoy ourselves, have a good time, still talk about business, and it's not all on that, and you still enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? And have a great sick time. Like.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, without networking, luckily enough, the organisation I was part of at the time switched really quickly to online. Like, literally overnight, bang, everyone's on Zoom, where other people weren't set up for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, mate, got me through my first year, and I'll always be thankful because, both in terms of policies and sort of numbers on the board, and yeah, otherwise I'd have been sitting indoors doing God knows what for a year. Do you know what I mean?
About it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So being a part of networks, and was mad during COVID, and it got me through.
I think it's definitely a powerful thing, and it makes sense definitely when definitely starting a business. But then again, even would you still recommend it when you're in the depths of business, when you've had something you've built? Is that something you recommend to other, like, big businesses? Do you think it's worth?
What,
like,
networking? Yeah, mate. Yeah,
it's massive, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, Paul says this as part of it. Like, Paul, that owns Grafter, says this as part of one of his meetings. Like, you wouldn't believe how many sort of like tier 1 and blue chip companies are looking for subbies on Google. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, the concept of that is nuts. So, it's accountability, right?
Yeah, it's like I say, you go in there even fortnightly, every week, or you know, everything. You're seeing each other's work and all that. You get a feel for the person, and I think that's, again, like, I guess more back in the day before you had social media, and even you had this sort of word of mouth more. Do you know what I mean? It was definitely how much you could really tell the difference between if someone's good or not, because they'd put themselves out there and they'd have a reputation. I think now, because there's so many people doing it, and it's like everyone's doing it, sort of floods the market a bit. It's hard to tell really who's sort of genuine and who's not.
Well, this is the thing as well. Like, I mean, I'm not on social media at all. I don't know. I mean, I'm on LinkedIn, but I don't, like, go on there.
We'd be trying to get LinkedIn famous now.
Mate, I don't understand it. The bottom line is, Facebook, because I don't enjoy it, I don't understand it.
Yeah, that's a good thing, though. At least you ain't doom scrolling all day.
Yeah, I know. I do a bit of that.
Oh, yeah.
I have got a secret Instagram account for my doom scrolling. Don't worry about that. But like me, for example, I mean, I've never been like social media heavy. Every single one of the clients that I've got on my like, talking about insurance now, every single client on my insurance book has been word of mouth.
That's
never advertised, never like pitched out on social media or any of that shit. Everything's word of mouth and through reputation, right?
Yeah, no, I'm saying that again. That's the best way you really want leads as well, isn't it? Because again, it shows that obviously what you're doing is good. So obviously people are enjoying your service as well, and they obviously trust the service. Definitely with insurance, you want that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, I think the bottom line is I know it's a bit of a joke, but I built a bit of a brand, like the Geezer brand.
Oh, the Geezer brand.
I mean, like, outside the mold, like, I am what I am.
Yeah.
This is me. Whether you turn over £100 million a year, or I don't know, 15 grand, this is what you get.
Yeah, you get.
Do you know what I mean? But
Lee don't change.
No,
Lee
I don't.
Change for
I
no
don't.
one.
I won't change for anyone, because I am what I am, and if you don't like it,
that's the best way to be as well.
Yeah.
You're true to yourself. Then a lot of people, like you say, will switch up. Well, do you know what I mean? Even with their threat, like, do you know what I mean? You go out with certain people, they're act different, and you think, what's going on? But then I think, like you're saying, it shows it works as well. I think some people are afraid to fully be themselves.
Yeah.
But again, at the same time, when you're running your own business, the whole point of doing that is so you're not sort of ruled by someone, if that makes sense. So why would you change up for someone that, again?
And this is the thing, and you know, with like the insurance like book, for example, have I cracked the, like, you know, super corporate market, and, you know, doing £1 million policies? No, because I'm not. You know, well, if someone wants to whack £1 million on my desk, I take it. But you know, have I cracked that big corporate market? No. But do I want? You know, would I have to change as a person to do that? Yeah, I would. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
So it's one of them things. It's sort of something you sort of thought about before. It's not really sort of, that's not the goal you want to go with it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And I'd like to think, and I've done this actually before I knew I was coming on here, because I got a concept of, I went through every single one of my clients. It's about 300-ish clients. And I looked through it the other day, and I thought, I'm going to see if there's anyone on this list that I wouldn't ring just for a chat. Do you know what I mean? And not one.
So you've really got that sort of personal level with your clients.
Yeah, there's not one client on my book that I don't like. Because if I don't like, you know, if I don't like them or they don't like me, and it's happened a few times, then we can't work together.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing with your policies, and I know from how you've like written out mine and other ones, and for other people that sort of referred to you and how pleased they were with us, like what you've done.
Yeah.
But it was like the fact of how you go through it, and you make, like, you're not bodging it.
No, mate.
You're making sure you go through it, like even when we talk, you know what I mean? You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then again, like when I look at shit, funny enough, luckily with, you know what I mean, how foreign my mum is as well with like
yeah.
But like again, I'll just do a part and think, oh, it's covered. And the other day with one of my drivers, it was his last day, and the insurance company was meant to insure it for like obviously that Friday, the end of like that be the last day, but they done it for the morning, not the night.
Right.
So my drivers turned up, the van and all that. Luckily, because I had to drop the key back at mum's because I was away. And then ended up getting the calls because she had checked it that morning because she had an inkling that just wanted to double check it.
Yeah.
I had to shoot right back then. Luckily I did. It was a busy day, so it helped.
Yeah.
Working until like 10 o'clock. But it was one of them, again, checking it. But it shows that even like Admiral was a big company. If they balls up, he had a thing, it would have still been down to me.
Yeah,
so
that's what it would, because you didn't read your paperwork.
Yeah.
Just for reference, I don't insure his vehicles, so it weren't my fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, a lot of my clients trust that obviously I know what I'm doing. I'm diligent, and yeah, it all comes through that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, like I say, it's one of the things I know that, like I said, it's the best thing you sort of done was with a boat.
What do you mean? I've done lots of things on boats, man.
You insured a boat that you said you was to do with.
Oh yeah. I used to insure boats and stuff. The one that was pretty cool was like massive. It was an exploration vessel.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, some guy just bought it, and I was like, why he bought it? It was like, because of can. It was massive. It was like 200 meters long or something. Like, mate, if I had I'd have it with pool tables and everything. I'd rack it right out. But yeah, I mean, I've insured some cool stuff over the years. But I mean, as you'll see from the little cut, we don't know what we can and can't say, and I don't want to get sued. So we cut some bits out we talked about, but I don't really know what the legalities around it are. And out of respect to clients, you know what I mean, I ain't going to start like talking about what.
Yeah.
The individuals in particular. But,
yeah.
I mean, like,
don't start name dropping.
Yeah, just name drop. Yeah, start dropping addresses and stuff. Yeah, GDPR, please. But
with obviously the insurance with where you've got it to now, like I said, it's obviously like a nice solid business. You've got people working for you, and do you know.
Yeah. Big up Mel.
Big up Mel.
Big up Mel.
Where do you plan? Is there any more plans with that? Because I know you've got.
Yeah. So funny. I was talking to Amit on the way here actually. And we've got plans. Like Amit is hungry. He's so hungry.
That's good though. That's what you want with a team.
Yeah. So fair play to him. I'm not as hungry. I'll be honest. I'm really not. Like, what's quite funny about me. I feel like I'm just talking about myself here. Like,
that's what it's
I feel
all about,
quite
though,
egotistical.
No,
like,
go for it. That's what it's about. People getting to know the real Lee Jackson.
Yeah. But like, I can't explain it. If I didn't have Alice and I didn't have like my kids, I'd still live with my mum and dad. I don't give a shit.
Mm.
I'd work a 9 to 5, finish at 5:30, go down the pub, grab some chicken shop on the way home, and then go to bed and rinse and repeat. Like I'm not a hungry individual, but I've had to be a hungry individual, right?
Yeah. Because we spoke about this, and this is what we can sort of touch on now, like about goal setting. And you ended up making that decision, and sort of like, I guess, leading on to this as well, why you've made the decision you have and how you've transformed into what you've done was, again, incredible journey.
Yeah. So like go back 3 years now. Well, sort of five years to sort of up to 2.5, 3 years ago. And what's quite ironic is that up until this point, only sort of maybe 3 or 4 people in the world knew about it. Now I'm putting it on a fucking podcast. But mate, I was broke, like flat broke. I was like 44 grand in debt.
It's a lump sum.
Like, yeah, like big dough. As I say, and then me and Alice started knocking out babies, and like, so the pressure just mounted, and yeah, it was horrible. And I was playing the 0% interest game.
How's that work?
So basically, I was living off of a credit card.
Okay.
And rack the balance up.
Okay.
And then transfer it at 0% interest. And like you get like 2 years 0% interest, and then I'd drill it down, and then I'd have to dip into it again and and rack back up. So then I'd change it to another 0% interest. And then the fucking Ukraine war happened.
All right.
Which it just caused so much uncertainty. Everyone battened down the hatches.
Yeah.
Like all the banks and that were like, right.
Okay.
And all of my 0% deals or whatever run out at the same time.
Oh, mate.
And I remember sitting there, and I had 3 letters, and it was confirming that my 0% had run out or whatever. Yeah. And then I totted it all up, and I would have been paying like £1,400 a month in interest only. And I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind at the time we were getting through some weeks like on 150 quid. Like we were flat broke. Yeah. So I thought, fuck, what am I gonna do? So Alice went back to work. That was one thing. And I thought, right, what can I do that follows the same workflow as insurance? So I was like, and you couldn't even ask ChatGPT like 3 years ago, because I would have just gone on ChatGPT and said, I'm skint, help me out, and it would have gone, oh, go and do this, go and do that,
It's as easy as that now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I thought, fuck, what am I going to do? And then I thought, I was like, letting agency, like property management, that works. Like that's how it all works. So I'm going to tell this story because it's quite funny, and if he watches this podcast, he'll be quite interested to know this. So I thought, right, I'm going to start a letting agency. What do I do? And a couple of years before this, so when Anami sort of experienced problems with clients that were maybe on their way out or looking to exit, go to another broker or whatever, I'd jump in. Because of my people skills, I could sort of usually turn it around.
Yeah.
And I'd done it with this one guy. And to be fair, I love him to bits. He's one of my best mates now. And I thought, like, he's into his property. So I thought, right. Bearing in mind, I had no business, to be honest, I didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing, to be brutally honest, but I thought, right, I'm going to try it. So I rang him. And I know he valued my service when it come to the insurance side, because we've been working like on some bits.
So you had that trust build up.
Yeah. So I rang him. I was like, I'm starting a letting agency. He was like, all right. I was like, come on, let me look after some of your properties. He was like, oh yeah, like maybe whatever. And I was like, anyway, every time I spoke to him for a couple of months, I'd bring it up.
Yeah.
No, I'm still starting it, blah blah blah. Didn't have a fucking clue what I was doing. No idea.
Winging it.
Yeah. And then one day he was like, yeah, I've just finished building a property, funnily enough, around the corner from you. bearing in mind by this point, I was living in one of his houses. I still do now. And I always remember I went home and I said to Alice, I've got 2 properties to rent out. What do I do now? I didn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Didn't have a clue. So I thought, right, what am I going to do? And funnily enough, I spoke to a mate of mine that's in sort of the letting agent game, and I was like, mate, can we JV this? I need to provide a service, and then I'm off. Yeah. Like I'm rocking and rolling, and he was like, nah, too far away from me. I was like, oh, fuck's sake, what do I do? Anyway, I just sat there one night and just crammed it out. I spent like 7-8 hours just like on the internet and like reading articles and on the government website reading legislation and all that sort of stuff, and I figured it out.
So it shows that you can put the work in under pressure.
Yeah. Because as soon as he said like I've got these 2 properties, my reaction was, yeah, all right, cool, yeah, it's fine, I'll sort it for you, no worries, give me a couple of days.
Yeah.
I got off the phone and I was like, oh fuck. But yeah, figured it out. Got them on, looked after him on that side of things, and
so started with 2 properties, and it's built up to where it is today. But like I said, it's good thinking on your feet, come up with a solution, solve the problem.
When you're in that sort of financial spot, mate, is say yes and ask questions later.
Yeah,
I'm taking on anything.
Like I said, so you've instead of going one way with it, you've gone completely the right direction.
Yeah,
absolutely smashed it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, like absolutely smashed it, but
you had the like a thought, had to think about it. Yeah. You've seen the opportunity, took it, and made it work for what you needed.
Yeah, but it goes back to my earlier point. Like me, naturally as a person, I would have been like, all right. If I didn't have the kids and I didn't have Alice, I'd have just said, all right, well, I'll sack my house off and go back and live with mum and dad. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, right,
bedroom was still like set up or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
so you had the Millwall football cupboards on the bed, was it?
Yeah, good one. Yeah. So yeah, it's only the fact of like my kids and Alice and that.
To be fair, like say, it's the real purpose anyway, and sort of life to sort of build that family, and it's a nice purpose to really give you that sort of like push to really build something that you can be proud of. And
it put me in fight mode.
Made you mature, did it?
Oh, mate, yeah, put me in absolute fight mode, and the debt side of things was my fault. Do you know what I mean? Just living to excess. I actually, as you can tell, I actually had quite a heavy sort of fast food addiction.
Oh,
like actual addiction, like God's honest truth.
Garlic sauce. I know that's a popular one.
Yeah. Garlic sauce. Yeah, like a severe one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Most of that 40 large was beers and takeaway, mate. Honestly, yeah.
It's crazy as well.
Because I'm not a gambler.
No.
Like I'm not into drugs. Do you know what I mean? But it's amazing how something like that can grip you.
And
I was having 7 takeaways a week.
Yeah, like
with that.
And what was the sort of urging that you just really enjoyed it, or is it just the convenience of it, or was it just the routine of it?
I'd finish work, I'd come home and I'd have a couple of beers, and as soon as I was on my second beer, it was like right. And it's the apps.
Was that about to say? Was it Uber Eats?
Yeah. They load the life out of it.
And was it one of them as well? You know what I mean? Go for a bit of everything as well. Right, go. Or was it like you're quite sensible with it?
Oh no! I'd go. I'd go.
It wasn't like, I don't really want to get this either. So fuck it, I'll go get the whole lot.
Yeah. I don't muck about, mate.
No.
As you can tell by my ample athlete's figure. But yeah. So what was he saying about like the goals? Yeah. So I had a goal like when I was in the thick of it, like when I was in the middle of it. I had a goal of it, and I'm not going to go into numbers on it. But I had a goal of
£10 million.
No, I had a goal of like a certain amount of disposable income a week, like after all my bills are paid and all this sort of stuff.
Takeaway and beer budget.
Yeah. You got to have the beer budget, bruv. Yeah, and like the thing with me, I think like when we're talking about like goal setting, is I'm not a world domination human.
So you know, it makes life a lot easier and enjoyable.
Mate, like, I've got no interest. I've got no interest in being a millionaire. Got no interest at all. Couldn't give a toss.
Because it's one of them as well. Like if you spend your whole life chasing all this sort of thing, and as well you end up missing. Like I know you've got sort of set routines in your week that you have planned for certain days. Do you know what I mean? What I think, and that's what it's all about as well. What's important. So like people end up missing all of that sometimes instead of like thinking about what's important.
Yeah.
So I think it's with what you said when we had that conversation about how your goals and all that. It really sort of an eye opener into sort of what's important as well.
Yeah.
So I think, like I said, I think it sort of makes sense as well. I know Ollie was jumping into the conversation as well and talk about it, and it is like as well, like again, not being that sort of like hungry in the sense of like you was it a world dominate like some people are.
Yeah. I've got no interest in being a multi-millionaire. I've got no interest of owning a massive portfolio of property. Like I don't want a boat, a helicopter, a Ferrari. I can give a toss. Oh no, I do want a boat now. I do want a boat. No, I do. Yeah, I did actually just say that on camera.
Pirate Lee, you know what I mean? I ain't coming from nowhere, innit?
No. So, we went to, just for a bit of context, me and my missus went for a lovely little drink at Leon Sea in the sunshine on the seaside, and I made the impulse decision. Yeah, it was proper boat weather, mate. So, yeah, boat is definitely on the radar.
That or a motorbike?
It's either a motorbike, a mad fast car, or a boat.
You've already got a nice car. The motorbike just like
motorbike, dangerous. And I'd look stupid on the motorbike as well. To be fair, wouldn't I? Do you know what I mean?
I might pull it off.
Fucking PC plod on the back of it. I do want a boat, but not like a massive yacht or whatever, but like a little fishing boat where we can wear captain hats and
beer cooler, barbecue on deck.
Yeah. But yeah, so I like. I've got to the point where like I've reached that sort of weekly disposable goal. Like I've done that. So now for me, it's about the quality of what I'm doing and time.
I think that's what you sort of found in this new networking group, ain't you? A bit of a passion in that.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you was gonna sort of have that sort of like own that sort of?
No. It was only. So grafters, funnily enough, they used to send me like, you know, them emails are going to like your not your focused inbox second one.
Oh, well, like junk.
Not junk, but like the second one on Outlook. But like all through lockdown, like grafters. And I was like,
so you're probably hitting you early with that then.
Yeah. But it was always Manchester. And I was like, well, that's literally pointless for me because that's where obviously it was formed up there.
Just, I know it sounds silly because obviously it's something I'm looking at in middle with like online advertising because you didn't really advertise too much online, you were sort of saying. Did you have a bit of a presence?
Yeah, we've done nothing.
What was their way of sort of finding you in that then, do you reckon?
I think I put an inquiry form or filled out an inquiry form.
So you sort of see it early as well then?
Yeah, become like part of the mouse in...
networking.
Yeah. Because that's like the first couple of months I was kicking off. That's all I was doing. Just looking like, what can I do? Where can I go?
Yeah.
And it was always Manchester and, you know, Leeds, places up north, And then, about 18 months ago, it just popped up in my inbox, Grafters is coming to London or whatever it said. I was like, go on, I have some of that.
Yeah, you were straight in the door, weren't you?
Straight through. I was there at the first meeting because the concept is nuts and I was like, I need to be part of this concept, right? So, went to the first meeting, joined there and then. Like, no question, bang, here's my application, I'm on board. Started going to that one. That was the Oxford Circus group.
Yeah.
And then Paul said, I think he knew what he was doing. He said, like, where are you based? I said, I'm at Essex Way. He was like, do you know anyone that might want to, pick up the franchise in Essex? And I was like, yeah, I do. Funnily enough, because I'm not scared of earning the pound note. I don't mind it. But and then it just went from there. Launched in Chelmsford.
Like I said, he's gone from Chelmsford, Brentwood, and you've got some plans.
I have got some plans that I shall not reveal on live television.
No, like I say, I think you got the right sort of drive for it now, and as you've got again, you're enjoying it as well. How do you find now being the one standing up, presenting it instead of being the one sitting there taking it in?
Do you know what? It's funny, and it's funny how everyone's brains wired different, right? But the Chelmsford launch, I didn't do the meeting. Paul done it.
Yeah.
Paul come down and hosted the meeting. But the Brentwood one was on me.
Yeah.
And the launch was on the Wednesday, mate. The weekend, Monday, Tuesday, I was shitting myself.
Really?
Oh, mate, I was so nervous.
Creep.
Got to the meeting, there was traffic on like 2 of the main roads leading into the venue.
I got stuck in it.
It took you an hour to get there.
When I looked in the morning, 22-minute drive.
Yeah.
Turned into an hour.
Yeah, so that happened, mate, I was so nervous, it was horrible. I was shaking, sweating, everything, right? But where I'm a bit twisted, as soon as that last bum sat down in the seat and it was go time, my shoulders just went,
so, yeah.
and I was all right.
Perfect. No, it went well. I think that meeting went really well. Like, you had to sign up straight away off the bat, didn't you?
Yeah.
So that's good. What are you on member-wise there now?
Chelmsford 9-10 today.
10.
Well, it would be 11. There's someone else joining as well. Good. So,
like I said, that was for the first thing as well. Like I say, incredible, really, because I know that other ones, even with like a big reputation that they do have, it's they struggle to even get that many people for it. I know the first one in Chelmsford made 90 people turn up.
Yeah.
First meeting.
Yeah, that was massive.
That's heavy, isn't it?
That was so mega.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, and the thing for me is, and this is what I'll try to relay to the group. I should probably do a podcast on it. But for me, it's not like I'm not the grafters is not a financial exercise for me. So my MO on grafters is value. Like, it's long term, longevity. Yeah. I ain't going anywhere. So for me, it's like ring someone at month 11 and go, right, you're up for renewal next month, and they go, all right, Jacko, send me an invoice, speak to you later.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, there's no questions asked because they've got value out of it, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously that from the you know, there's got to be a selfish element. Do you know what I mean? I'm not an absolute charity, but the selfish element is over time. You know, and it's already happening, but built over time.
Of course, yeah. So
I will be the go-to insurance broker.
100%.
In Essex, in the Essex region.
Yeah.
Nice and maybe further afield, huh?
Nice local work, innit?
Do you know? Yeah. I mean, I've travelled all over the country doing what I'm doing. So
that's the good thing about it, like, insure. Obviously, I'm limited to sort of that as far as you want to drive kind of thing. Where with yourself, like, again, I guess you could even go abroad with certain things, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that sort of thing, or
not abroad? No, not abroad. I mean, the difficult thing with me is I like to. If I'm going to insure something, I like to see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, okay,
so that has resulted in some serious mileage.
Oh, really?
Mate, yeah.
So nothing wrong with a little drive, though, is there?
Oh, mate, yeah, but I think the year before last, I've done like 32,000 miles.
That's right. Yeah, man, your motor as well?
Yeah. But it was an old one. One got written off.
Oh, was that dodgy driving again, mate?
Dodgy
driving. So
no.
I'll give you some lessons,
mate. I was stationary in the middle of the road, and some clown just funnily enough, in a weight and load truck.
Was it?
No, I was going to say
didn't have Range Rover.
Yeah. Weight and load truck. Just
mate, that's what done you with a brick recently as well.
Weight and load truck done me with a brick. Yeah.
Sure you want to be friends?
I was going to say, yeah. Well, just as long as I don't drive behind you or in front of you or anywhere near you.
So I drove my car.
Oh, mate, yeah. As I say, that was
unlucky.
That was terrifying. I was driving down the A2 and all of a sudden because you know, like a rugby ball doesn't bounce like in symmetry, right?
Yeah.
So this brick was just bouncing down the road, but then it was bouncing left, it was bouncing right, and I was like, oh, mate, this is going to hit me. And by grace of God,
as well, weren't you, when it happened, weren't you?
Yeah. By grace of God, it just pinged up, and hit the wheel, flattened the wheel. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
lucky because it went through the window.
Didn't touch one bit of bodywork.
Yeah.
Didn't go through the what's the name, but yeah.
Do you know
so weight and load lorries are a truck.
Just to add on to that as well, you drove straight out of the alloy place, didn't you? And I think another brick come towards you.
Yeah. As I pick the car up and I'm driving down the road about 200 yards later, and another brick. I'm like, nah, fuck it, get me out of here. Get me north of the river. Get me north of the river, mate.
God, mate.
Yeah, so.
God, mate. Yeah, like I said, I literally just got them done. Paid the cash for it.
Yeah. Mate,
how's your luck? Magic.
Yeah. If that brick would have come through the window,
U-turn.
Game, yeah. Literally, just don't even U-turn. Just reverse the route that I've just been.
To be fair, though, that does remind me. We do need a brickie in the Chelmsford group, don't we?
Yeah.
That's where we're going wrong, mate.
Yeah.
It's a sign, isn't it?
Well, this is the thing with like the grafters work and that. is one thing that's really surprised me about it is and we are getting there, but we didn't cover like the core trades first.
Like an electrician.
Yeah. So big up Jordan, by the way. I think he joined him.
Jordan seemed like a nice lad, to be fair. I had a conversation with him at the end of the meeting and all that. And is he coming Friday? Is he? Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, he's coming Friday. So,
perfect.
But no, we didn't off the bat, like we didn't cover the core trades, like electrician, wet plumber, bricky, carpenter,
waste
tiler.
Management.
Huh?
Waste management.
Yeah. Well, eventually we figured it out when we got to Brentwood. Do you know what I mean? That's the one thing that sort of caught me off guard.
Yeah, I know.
Because I was expecting to
definitely like your builders, even like
yeah.
Another thing's like there's different things you can go with it. You'll probably know better than me, but again, it's how with like certain seats. I know some will put like roof has been very popular, but then again, would loft conversions be sort of several? We're keeping sort of like a wee bit.
Yeah, I think, and I've got to speak to my mate Neil actually because that's his game. But I think loft conversion companies are. That's their bag. Do you know what I mean? And then other like roofing companies and building companies don't want nothing to do with them because as far as I know, they're a pain in the arse.
I was at one this morning. They've got a pitch roofer, and a flat roofer. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
and this is the thing. Going back to the value point. This is why I want to sort of cap the memberships for each group at like 25.
Yeah,
because I feel when you go above that, then you start
city splits.
You start diluting, and that's when the value will start moving away. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, and you want to keep it sort of in the room as much as you possibly can.
Yeah.
I think, like I say, that will come where everyone literally is go to one another. Like I say, it's still really early doors. Like I say, where it's fortnightly as well. I think, like we said, with last meeting, we sort of, I generally think as the group's proper grown and sort of people really like having conversations even outside the room. Do you know what I mean? General chit chat as well.
Yeah.
I know I have. Do you know what I mean? Catching up with people, seeing how things are going, and just having chats and all that. So that's good. But yeah, like I say, I think there's a lot that's going to come with like the potential of it. And again, construction's an industry that's always sort of got things going on. It's always growing.
It's never going to get AI.
Stuff going on with the data centers at the minute.
Yeah, and it's never going to get AI.
There. No, it's not. Well, I don't know. I've heard they've got a plastering robot.
You can't. Unless you want to make it out of that putty shit, like the robots that go around like 3D printing.
Do you not reckon once it'll be the last thing to go? But I reckon they can get a little cheeky robot on the go. Get the robots on the job.
What, build a skyscraper?
24/7 work. I reckon. You know what I mean? Down the line.
Well, if that would call me a dinosaur, mate. But if that is the case, then we're all fucked, really. So
I just think what would we end up doing with our spare time?
I've got a few ideas. Yeah, mate. I don't know, mate. The whole AI rabbit hole's horrible. But
I think it's also if you're not using it and adapting it. I spoke to you about it a couple of times on the podcast, funny enough. But it's just like you've got to sort of get with the times because otherwise you will fall behind. It's just like businesses without a website now. It's a surprise to a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like Amit's massive on AI and he loves AI, and I get it. I do get it. I just refuse to. Maybe it's a defense mechanism. I just refuse to get on board.
Like give in to the
ChatGPT.
I can't say ChatGPT.
Yeah, like maybe it is a defense mechanism that I'm not realizing, but I just refuse to get on board with it because.
See, you've seen some of the photos I can put together with that.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, not for the podcast though, bro. No.
But honestly, it's literally like you know what I mean. Can have you dressed up as a pirate with your grafters flag on a boat in a matter of 30 seconds.
Yeah, mate. And now that is my dream. What did you call it? What the board?
The vision board.
Yeah,
straight on the vision board.
Yeah, me dressed as a pirate on my boat, flying the grafters flag, mate. Yeah, I'm all over that.
Pucker.
You've now realised my dream into a reality.
There you go.
And I won't rest now until that is the case.
Well, like I said, you already found the boat that you like.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. I just got to try and persuade Alice now. Which ain't gonna happen, is it?
Family boat trips,
the fresh air.
Sea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've got food there as well.
Sea, fresh air for the kids.
It's good down there though. Definitely in the summer, always busy, isn't it?
Oh mate, we went there on Saturday and it was absolutely rammed.
That's nice. But funny enough, one of the people that I do a bit of work for, he's opening a microbrewery there soon, so we'll have to go down there.
What, on the front or?
Well, I don't know where, because he's got to open up the store.
Yeah.
Because he's already got one like place and he's expanding over there. He's going. I think Shoreditch was the idea, and then this come up, and he's gone. All right, we'll jump there. It's a popular place at the minute. Do you know what I mean? It's really nice as well. Do you know what I mean? So he's gone for that. He's just waiting for it to go through. I'm always checking in because I'm looking forward to heading down there. But yeah, we'll have to go down there and
yeah, mate. And
explore.
I mean, there's definitely a market for it because I can't remember what pub it was called. Can't remember what it was called.
Not
but you go in there, and
was it or the?
No, it's well past that. Down the other
one
end.
right at the very end one.
Yeah, that's got loads of like. There's a local brewery in Leigh-on-Sea, and they had loads of stuff on tap from that local brewery. Yeah, so there's a market for it.
Yeah, they've got a bit going on there.
Yeah, exactly. So
last time I went down there, I ended up having a wimpy.
we went to so funny story. We're a podcast like funny stories. So me and Alice, that we decided on this Turkish that we were going to go to. So we're like, right, it's on the high street, blah, blah, blah. You've got to walk up this massive fucking hill.
Oh, yeah, it's up there. So
I got to the top and we were battered. So we were like, all right, look, we'll just jump in and have another drink somewhere and then we'll head down to the Finn. And anyway, so we're walking down the road. I was like, right, here we go. So we jumped in. Walked in, the bloke was like, we're fully booked. I was like, you're joking, mate. He was like, yeah, mate, like all these tables all reserved. And obviously we'd had a couple of sherbets by this point. So I was like, he was like, would you mind sitting up there? And there was like a bar, like a dining table thing, whatever, by the window.
Yeah.
Can't remember what you call it. So I was like, all right, well, we'll have to sit there. And
front row seats.
Yeah, there's all people sort of sitting around like with dogs and things like that. Thinking, I don't really want to eat it. Anyway, so we've gone, all right, well, whatever, we'll just wear it. Anyway, so we're sitting there and he brings over these two menus. And I'm like, hang on a minute. Like, avocado on toast, like seared salmon, ricotta, and some of them are all right. Yeah. And I just looked at it, I went, we're in the wrong fucking restaurant.
No way.
Yeah, we'd walked into the restaurant next door because we were a little bit sort of complimentous. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, sorry, mate, we're in the wrong place. And he just looked at me like, you dick. Literally walked out, looked to my right, and the restaurant we were going to is right next door.
Did you get a seat in there?
Oh, mate, we was the only ones in there.
Oh,
powerful.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a good munch, though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
was it quite the Mediterranean meat platter, though?
No, nothing compares to that.
Oh, man. Have you been back there?
No.
Do you know? Have we went back there on the...
We're talking about Moriarty?
Morio and Grays.
Powerful.
Powerful, but empty. Again.
Was it again?
Yeah, when I went there, I was the only one. I went with Lewis.
Yeah.
Everyone thought we was on a private date. We sat inside this time, right by the window as well. We had a big meat platter.
Yeah,
drove all the way. Yeah.
Was yours on fire this time?
Nah. What did I come on fire?
Have you not seen the video?
I don't think I was even present when I was there. Too many F's.
So there was they brought out the meat platter and it had like a little metal cup that had all fire. It was obviously had like alcohol in it or something or whatever and like thingy. And there's a video that Ollie took and it's just me shouting out, "Excuse me, excuse me, love, our dinner's on fire still." It's still on fire.
Oh, mate, that was heavy. It was good, mate. Good.
That's a good gaff, though.
You've got to get another little place on the go.
Yeah, mate.
Has it been decided?
No.
I like the one in Kent, but it's a bit of a journey. You can't be drinking and driving all the way over there, can you?
No. And plus the other thing is, I don't know, call me old fashioned. I don't want to eat where people have their dogs running about, mate.
We don't want them to nick your sausage.
No, mate. Yeah, no, definitely not. No, I just can't get on board with that. I don't like the idea of it. So
I think it's one there. Definitely a different concept. My mate said it was really good, but I'm gonna get us over there at some point.
Yeah, I'll go over there for a beer or whatever, but I don't really want to sit there stroking someone's dog while I'm trying to eat a meat platter.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But it's got to be the meat platter though, innit? Everywhere we go now.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, well, that's the thing though. We've got to know places that do. I guess Turkish, they do their own sort of.
Majority of Turkish, yeah.
No, I went to one in what was it called? I think they had all like wings, lamb chops, and all that. I like lamb chop.
Oh, I like
do you know what? Ollie don't really like Indian, does he? Indian food. No, he does actually. I've gone in there with him. I was going to say, imagine like an Indian platter. I wonder what that'd be like.
Tell you where you would like, and we went. God, I ain't been for years and years, but a place called Regency in Wembley.
Oh, I ain't been there.
Mate, you've never Instagram tube it, mate.
Yeah.
You've never had you've never had food like it, let alone Indian
Was
food.
it a platter as well?
Lamb chop, mate. You get whatever you want there. Mate,
Oh, so you
so
get
good.
Indian platter.
Oh yeah, they'll do some form of meat platter. They do whatever you want, mate. Like it is the best food you've ever eaten.
I think it's like tikka lamb chops.
Yeah, mate.
I had them as like a little. I think Rob, what's it called? He calls them little chaser or lamb chop chaser or something.
Like, they're the little ones, isn't it? Yeah.
No, I'm out. Yeah. All right, we'll get that booked in.
Yeah.
Right, we'll come to the.
Have we got the bombshell question now? You're gonna have me right up?
No, I wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't dare.
Go on. To make sure. So, this is the question that we're going to be doing for all guests at the end of the podcast.
All right, go on.
No pressure.
Yeah. 2 rounds.
In your mind.
All right, go on. I'm in there. Oh, it's a horrible place. Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. Can I come out now?
What does success really look like to you?
What does success really look like to me? All the kids grown up, happy, healthy, switched on. I ain't. This is not X Factor, so I'm not going into it. I've made a lot of mistakes over my life just through being impulsive and not thoughtful, having no filter, just doing shit and then going after. That was a bit of a shit idea. So all my kids knowing to sometimes step back, take a breath, think about things. So yeah, bringing them up to have that attitude, that's success. Enjoying what I do, I'm halfway there. That's success. Having time to do cool shit with my kids and my missus and my mates. I like that. Yeah, my idea of success is not multi-millions and mansions, you know what I mean? I want to enjoy whatever.
I think that's a solid answer.
God willing, what time I got left.
Family man who wants to just live life with the experiences and the fun and the joy of it.
Yeah, mate, they drive me fucking potty, but
meat platters.
Yeah, and meat platters, plenty of meat platters. Yeah, mate, just to one thing that I want to do is become a person that lives in the present.
In the present.
That's one thing I'm really guilty of.
Making every moment count.
Yeah. That's one thing I'm really guilty of.
Yeah.
I never think today. I'm always thinking.
Oh, right. So
6 months, year, 5 years, 10 years. I like to
trying
just
to bring it back a bit.
Yeah, like my spirit animal. I think it's probably the way to put it is Veli Bakir. Big up.
Spirit animal is that?
Veli Bakir.
What's that?
What do you mean? What is it? It's a human, you div. Oh, my mate Veli Bakir. Because he lives like a cat.
What spirit animal?
Yeah, he's my spirit animal. Yeah.
But
and if human. One day, he's a human.
And he's a cat.
No, he lives like a cat.
Okay.
But I've never met someone so in the moment.
Okay.
And
I think
carefree.
It can be hard, like you say, when you've got multiple things going on. Yeah. But it's finding that way to manage it and sort of, again, because the thing is, you end up missing a lot if you're not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that it's a big thing, I think, definitely with business owners and entrepreneurs and stuff like that, get very sucked into with what you're doing that you end up missing the important things like you say, family time with friends. You're always thinking ahead and other stuff going on instead of actually the whole point of why people mostly do things is so they can experience the time with the people, and you're ending up being out of the picture.
100%. And you know, my idea of success is not, as I say, money, riches, or anything like that. It's the sort of person I am, and I'm working on it. We'll get there. Maybe we'll do some other therapy podcasts. You can figure it out. You can figure it out for me.
Hypnotherapy person in the middle and tell us our darkest secrets that we don't even know. Really take us there.
Yeah, we don't want to be having that in public domain. No way.
I'm sure that would be an interesting one, though. Lee, thank you very much for coming on the podcast.
Mate, I love that.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
You'll be back on again?
Yeah, I'll come back on. That was wicked.
Might even do one where it's like share a meat platter and a beer and get the old cut.
Go
Imagine
on.
that.
Yeah, life is always better over a meat platter, mate.
Oh, mate, don't.
So, but no, thanks for having me on. Thank you for
coming. I've
giving
enjoyed
me,
this.
for giving me the opportunity to do something I've never done before. That was wicked.
And if you popped your cherry on live camera,
wouldn't be the first time. And I've got through an hour of not saying any controversial shit. I've sworn a lot. Sorry.
There you go.
But I haven't said anything controversial. I haven't upset anyone, offended anyone.
Smashed
wicked.
It. See, no,
come on, bro.
See what I mean? You thought you know what I mean? Make too many jokes.
Yeah. I thought I was going to be banging trouble after this. I thought I was going to lose my entire livelihood, but we've done all right.
Smashed it. There we go.
Sweet, bro.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Thank you very much, mate. Love that.